Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jarabi Therian bringing you another episode of Gyakuten Live. We last left off, we started the second trial to prove Karin's innocence, and to prove that someone else printed out the tickets in the printer room during the time of practice, break time. But unfortunately, Daya is not giving us a single room to breathe. Yeah, she was all over this trial, and I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't even her hardest, trial so far. And, how many times I've seen, won? 5 of them? Which is pretty insane. I'm wondering how many of those were legit, though. I'm gonna feel like all of them actually were legit, and we're actually up against a really tough opponent. Which is kind of surprising, because this is the second trial. I don't know how many more, trials are gonna be throughout this game, but I'm gonna feel like it's gonna be a total of 5, which means that, this is gonna be the second, so it's gonna be 3 more trials. But yeah, we find out a little bit more additional info during this trial, so it seems as though that someone printed out those tickets before Karin entered the printer room, which means that it has to have occurred sometime before, or right at the moment that the practice started somehow. The printer recorded that someone used it, but I'm guessing that the people thought that it was Karin. But it might be the case, as I said before, that Karin must have went into the the printer room after the person used it, and then put in her drive before the printer shut down, which would probably explain why there wasn't a second log. But for some reason, the tickets were underneath the printer, which is kind of bizarre. Why were they under the printer? I don't get it. They said that the culprit must have put them down there so that you can come back for them later after I guess that everyone's tried to search for them but couldn't, I guess. But in that case, that must mean that they must not know that the printer was bolted to the table or something. It was impossible to get the tickets from it there. But I'm guessing they must have had some way to try and get them back. Some kind of tiny string or something, maybe. But this is all just theories and such that I'm trying to cook up from the information I got. So yeah, as usual, I did have a bit of trouble with this trial as well. I'm having a feeling that it is indeed a me problem, that I'm trying to take these characters at face value too much, or it's possible that there might be small details I'm just glossing over. In which case, okay, I'm not too frustrated. I just hope that there's gonna be a moment where I can finally have that epiphany, that moment when I truly turn into an Ace Attorney player and able to get each deductions right and spot the contradictions. I did notice that at the hint sections they will tell you what is sticking out if there is a contradiction. They will tell you. You just have to read it carefully and think about it. That one with Shioriko where I struggled to even think about what the contradiction was, but it turns out that the contradiction was that she was jumping to conclusions. So we had to prove the fact that her conclusions were incorrect, and the way we did that was that we had to prove that Karin would have no reason to put the tickets there to begin with. Why would she have put the tickets under the printer instead of just going back to the club room with them? Which yeah, that would make total sense. So just have to think very carefully about the character's words and try to spot that contradiction. I want to try and do it without the hint section, but if I do run into an instance where I don't know what the contradiction is right away, I will use the hint section, because I feel I've been obsessed with doing it without the hint section, but if I can't figure out what the contradiction is, or if I get it wrong one time, I will go to the hint section. So with that all the way, let's get started with the second part of this trial. I'm guessing, unless we're gonna do an investigation. Not entirely sure. Let's start. May 13th, 1:42 p.m. Alright, we're back to this bullshit again. Let's get started. Court is back in session for the trial of Osaka Karin. The defense is free, Your Honor! Oh shit, right? Oh, for a second there, I thought I was at the beginning of the trial. It's wait, did I just go all the way back to the beginning of the trial? Really? You're gonna do this again, Daya? A 30-minute recess. Overly generous, I'd say. I've seen eggs that take longer to prepare than this witness, but that's just the Kurosawa way. Accuracy and efficiency. It will do you good to remember that. I am not wasting my neurons on that dribble. Hurry up and get on with it! The witness,
Mayushita Ai-san has been thoroughly prepared. She will explain the movements of the other club members with weird, strange puns. The prosecution intends to demonstrate, once and for all, that nobody besides the defendant could have committed the crime. Very well. Bring the witness in.
Alright, we're gonna have to deal with your puns.
Witness, state your name and occupation. My name is Miyashita Ai. As my occupation, I'm currently occupying this witness stand. Great. Oh god, the one witness I didn't want to deal with, huh? Well, you've really set this gym up like an actual place to run a trial. The basketball hoops are still up. You can cross-examine me while I cross up other players. I don't think I didn't see what you did there. You guys set up a courtroom in a room full of courts. Okay, you know what? I don't think I need a witness. Yeah, I think I'd rather just lose outright than deal with you, Say, you guys should immediately play detective again. But let Emichi and Kasui and Kana-chan run the trial instead. Get it? It'll be courts in the court of courts! Alright, I've had enough. I'm cutting this woman's head off right now. I'm going to stop you there, witness. You're here to testify, not run a stand-up routine. If I wanted to watch a comedy show, I'd have bought tickets to the circus. I was thinking there, I thought she was gonna say something like, I'd have to watch the defense's previous trial. Alternatively, I'd have watched the defense's previous trial. God dang it. Why is it moments like this that I'm the one who's right? Hey, lighten up, Stabby. No need to be so harsh on you. Wow, she's standing up for you, Yu-chan. About time we got some damn respect around here. Thanks, Ai-chan. Also, fuck you for your stupid puns. That's like 3 puns in a row. Oh, God. I'm gonna hate this trial, I just know it. In any case, you know what to testify about, right? I swear to God, if you say one fucking pun, I will stab you with the sword. The witness was one of the few Nijigasaki School Idol Club members who have left the practice room around the time of the crime. She had left with 2 other members as a group. Since the 3 of them left together, Miyashita Ai-san will be speaking on all 3 of their behalfs. Are you ready to testify, or should I explain the process again? Don't worry, I've been in one of these before. It takes me back. Takes you back? You mean you've participated in a trial before? Well, not recently. A few years ago, Misato Oni-san had one of these when she was a student. I was just a little girl back then. The witness has an older sister? She's my sister from another mister. We're not blood related, but we may as well be. Didn't know that. Guess we're not technically the first school attorneys after all.
There might be something plot relevant.
Well, that's enough Nijigasaki trivia party. Please begin your testimony as soon as possible. Alright, let's get cracking.
Alright. I'm ready for this one. Who was at practice?
So yeah, the practice started. I took a look at everyone who was present. As for the people at practice that day, we had Yu, Azuna, Quartz, and Diver Diva!
I keep getting that name wrong.
The only ones who left the room besides Karin were me, Setsu, and Minami. We didn't go anywhere besides the restroom though. We headed over there and headed right back afterwards. So, sorry to say, but I think it could have only been Karin, right? So the 3 of you have gone to the restroom together on that day, leaving the defendant as the only possible culprit. The prosecution has evidence pertinent to this statement to submit. What is this, prosecution? At the time of the crime, this witness has coincidentally snapped a photo of herself and her friends in the restroom. See for yourself.
Yeah, sweet. Looks kinda cute. I have to say, Crackle-Like, I do like your art style. It's like, I don't know why. Something about it just fits, for some reason.
It shows the witness and her 2 associates in the restroom, as she has testified. One of them looked oddly, familiar to me for some reason. Totally not relevant to me or anything. No shot. I have added the file name to the bottom left of the image. Take note of it.
Image, what a X20XX0511161502? What does that say?
The file name includes the sequence 05111615502. That means the photo was taken on May 11th at 4:15:02 p.m.
You managed to get all that from an image name? What the fuck?
I've cross-confirmed the file name with the metadata to make sure that the file name was not tampered with. We can safely conclude that the time is legitimate. This is getting more serious than I expected. Jesus Christ. Are you getting paid for this, Daya? So we have a photo relevant to the crime now, too.
Okay, ice photo taken at 4:15 p.m. day of the crime in the restroom. Alright, and now we'll still check it out. Taken at 4:15 on the day of the crime in the restroom. Yeah, it doesn't seem anything that stands out to me.
We took that photo the same minute that the tickets were minted. No shot anyone could have possibly make it to and from the printing room and set up the printer within 1 minute. I see. And witness, you are sure there weren't any others who left the practice room that day? As sure as death and taxes! Seriously, why does everyone keep saying that? Everyone was distracted by that little game that Rita Lee made. What was it called? Rena Clicker? When I got back to the practice room, everyone was still huddled around Rena Lee's phone, so I'm pretty sure that was just us four who left that day. Anyway, it's time for you to use cross-examination me, right? Make sure you focus hard. You don't want to get all cross-eyed, am I right? Right, though. The court requests that you keep your jokes and antics to a minimum, please. It's like I said, this is no place for a stand-up routine. Save it for the stage. I do, prosecution? Come on, you don't have to share Nana and San's mindset. No need to be so judgmental. The defense shall begin its cross-examination to the witness, please. However, I must warn you, if you press this witness in a way that causes her to wisecrack, I will not hesitate to hand you a penalty. That's not fair! Your Honor, with all due respect, can you reconsider?
Oh god, please don't make it any harder than it already is.
I really don't think I should be held accountable for this witness making an unexpected pun. Please, for the love of God, I cannot control this woman. Actually, you're right. That would be patently ridiculous. Yeah, there's no need to punish you, son, for a joke Aichan makes. I wouldn't even need to buy tickets to the circus. Doing that would be like bringing the circus here. Are we cross-examining a clown now? Yeah, that'd be like stupid or something. And we are not stupid. Okay, well, maybe I'm stupid and kind of like but you know.
Alright, who was at practice? So yeah, when practice started, I took a look at everyone who was present. As for the people at practice that day, we had Yu, Asuna, Quartz, and Diva Diver. I'm gonna read it all before I go back. The only ones who left the room besides Karin were me, Setsu, and Rinali. We didn't go anywhere besides the restroom though. We headed over there and headed right back afterwards. Yeah. So I'm sorry to say that I think it could only have been Karin, right? Okay, I'm gonna head back there. I don't think I have anything yet, so let's press on this. So yeah, when the practice started, I took a look at everyone who was present.
Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you? They're all my friends. I like to know who I'm practicing with on a given day. It's not like there's a ton of us either. Max 13.
Yeah, I keep getting that wrong. I usually think that there's 10 of these girls, but I keep forgetting that Shioriko, Lanzu, and Mia are also members.
Good grief. Even the idol group sizes here are excessive. You're supposed to have 9 at a time. Unless you're like that other idol group that has 5 for some reason. But eventually it turned to 9 when people were pissed about that for some reason.
As for the people at practice that day, we have Yu, Asuna, Quartz, and Diva Drivers. That's everyone, I think. Except for Monster.
Can you clarify what you mean by the rest of the court? For the rest of the court? Well, Yu is Takasaki Yu, for starters. Yeah, I know! And members of our idol club are split into 2 subunits. Asuna, Quartz, and the Diver Diva.
I keep thinking it's a Diva Diver, but it's actually Diver Diva for some reason.
Are all subunits we have here. It would help if you would list all the members of each subunit for us. Asuna is made of Urahara Ayumu, Osaka Shizuku, and Yuki Setsuna. Like I said sooner.
Said sooner? Oh my god damn it. I fucking hate you,
Setsu was one of the 2 who went to the restroom with me. I really feel like handing someone a penalty right now.
Me too, Setsu, but please not on me.
Quartz is made of Nakasu Tasumi, Kanoe Kanata, Emma Verde, and Tenoji Rina. I hope I made that crystal clear. I can feel the judge's eyes burning a hole into me. And Diva
Diver Diva. This name's hard to get.
And Diver Diva is made up of Asuka Karin and me. That's everyone. Come see our shows sometimes, okay? She's listed everyone correctly. I think that's that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with this statement. The only ones who left the room besides Karin were me, Setsu, and Rinali. Okay.
Are you sure nobody else could have left the room? As far as I'm aware, let me know if I'm wrong. With evidence, I might add. Don't go pulling out unsubstantiated falsehoods out of nowhere. I called you here to prove my point, but it looks like now I have to prove my point to you.
Yeah, seems like... wonder if this is the one, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure right off the bat. We didn't go anywhere besides the restroom, though. We headed over there and headed right back afterwards.
Can you prove that you didn't? Can you prove that I did? The burden of proof is on the claim maker. It is impossible to prove a negative, so it's up to the claim maker to prove a positive. You called this witness here for a testimony. If you think it's wrong, you'll have to prove it. She's right. Ai-chan being here presents us an opportunity. I've got to strike while the iron's hot. Sorry, you. Looks like you'll need a smoking gun of your own. But watch out! Don't get countered by Diason's bulletproof! Oh, God, Steve. Oh.
Sorry to say, but I think it could only have been Karin, right?
You don't know that yet! You know Karin-san wouldn't do that! I know. I don't think Karin-san would want to do it either. Fortunately, all the facts are saying that it was her, right? I hate to admit it, but they do. I want to think the best of her. There's an explanation for all of this. Yes, the story is much, much deeper than this. I'm sure of it. What's up with that response?
That was weird.
Do we have anything to prove that someone else must have went towards the playroom? I'm not sure. I might have to search for another opening. If I overfocus on one thing, I missed the big picture.
Yeah, it's definitely not advice for me. Totally not.
If you were at practice on the day of the crime, too, do you see something that doesn't add up? There's something in here that I can tell is out of place. Now may be the time to let the whole court know. I've been meaning to bring it up. Things have changed, and I don't think that there is any other way to beat Ai-chan's testimony right now. You're not wrong. If we're truly stuck, we might need to point the finger elsewhere. Something in here that I should know is out of place. I just need to let everyone else know.
Well, it is that last statement she made, though. Sorry to say, I think it could only have been Karin, right? But I don't think anything, like, particularly... Let me, like, read this hint one more time. Press this one more time. Something she says is, like, weird. Something in here that I should know is out of place. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm proving. Something's out of place with a statement, of course. Just be patient, just be patient. It's gonna come to me eventually, I just know it. Wait a minute. It was taken at 4:15, right? 4:10, though. It's like a 5-minute gap in between this. She said that, like, hold on. She said before that, like, she took the picture right at the time of the crime, but, like, the log said it happened at, like, 4:10. Why is that? Hold on. Am I thinking? I'm finding something weird here. It's like a 5-minute gap. When she said there was, like, 1 minute. 4:10, and then the person printed out the thing. And I guess he left at some point, and Karin came back in and used it again. Okay, so they went to the restroom here, and then Karin went to the club room. Just find it all weird. There's something's wrong with those statements. I just can't make the connection, to be honest. It's not coming to me right away. Let me read the preceding statements one more time. The thing is that, like, one of them would have said something about it, right? Right? Like, someone went to the printing room afterwards? I doubt it. I'm guessing it has something to do with, like Ai's photo, though. It has to have something to do with that. But I'm not entirely sure if that's the evidence, though. There's just something about this, like, really getting to me. Is it actually the fact that, like, maybe... Oh. No, there's no way. There's no way. It has to be... this. The fact that they went to the restroom doesn't necessarily mean that they didn't do it, I think. No, I was wrong. Fucking great. I thought it was the case, but... I thought it was that, to be honest. I thought it was the fact that, like, oh, but you went to the restroom, so there was 3 of you. It's like, oh, you could have done that, but no. That would have been an interesting way to like establish a motive, though. But I guess I'm jumping too early on this and something. Maybe it is I who did it, but I thought it was Shiroko, but it probably is I. I'm trying to prove something here. Does the map really work? I don't know. The map doesn't prove anything with this statement, though. Nothing's really sticking right now. Unless it's probably this, the attendance sheet? Well, no, it happened when she did it, though. So it couldn't have been the attendance sheet. It was like an hour later. Oh, nope, not that. Only a bit. Is it from the records? Nope, once again. God damn, these things are so hard. Oh, it was practice, I think. What, the cat? No way. Not the cat. What, something to do with like the practice itself or something? Yeah, people were there that day. To be honest, I'm not really getting this, to be honest. Right. I lost again. The first freaking testimony. This game's really hard, guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a fucking awful at these games, but this game is really hard because I've been silent for like the past 20 minutes trying to figure this. Like, it might have been even longer than that, like 30 minutes or something. Like, it felt like I can't figure out what the contradiction is in her testimony. It's just bizarre. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, sometime after this video, I'm actually gonna ask Crackalack if they know what the problem is with me with these testimonies, because I don't really know why this one's giving me trouble. I feel like it shouldn't, but it really is. If there's something wrong here, I just don't know what it is. That I should know is out of place. That you, I'm guessing you know it's out of place, I'm gonna guess. Thing is, I don't know what she thinks is out of place. I don't know. Let's just saying that, like, no one was there or something. Like, it wasn't the case of, like, maybe Karn wasn't there or something. Is it this? Nope. I think I already did that one. I just don't remember which ones I think were wrong. You know what? It's gonna be a long shot, but what if it's the freaking camera? I think it might be that. Nope. Did I use the VIP tickets already? I think I did. I did that one too, which I assumed it would be that one. You know, it would be so funny if it were actually the access records or something. Like, the access records somehow are important in this. Like, oh, it couldn't be Karn because, like, she went to Club Room or some shit. What's that? Let's, like, try it. It would be so funny if that was actually the case. Nope, okay. I just figured. I had to try. I just had to make sure it isn't that. Did I try the map already? Maybe the map somehow fucking proves it or something. Nope, okay. God damn, this is a really hard one. Like, I don't really know what the contradiction even is here. Well, it's a failure. Jeez, I cannot believe I'm having this trouble over one testimony. That's insane. It's insane! He said things have changed. Like, something changed the story somehow? They're missing? Like, we know, oh, that's right, of course. The fact that, like, Karn went there. The freaking printer logs, of course. I'm so stupid, I think. The printer records. God, I'm so stupid. It has to be this. The printer records. No, damn it. I figured it would be that. It has to be the printer records somehow. I just don't know what this contradicts. I guess it's like... Come on, it's gotta be the printer records. What the fuck, is this a fucking photo somehow? Nope. It isn't. Like, I'm trying my best with this testimony. It's like... It's kind of difficult. Somehow. Like... I don't even know what's wrong here. I don't see it. I think I use a camera array with a stupid attempt. Gotta be honest, I'm having the worst time here. I'm I really am. I don't like being stuck like this. Like, I've been silently reading this over and over. I don't see a single contradiction here. I don't get what I'm supposed to be seeing here. I don't see it unless it's somehow this starting one where she says she took a look at everyone who was present or some shit. Like, this contradiction, I don't fucking get it. Where is it? Like, it should be obvious. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I just don't understand Ace Attorney games. But for me, I expected the contradiction to be obvious if you just think about things. But I don't see a single thing in here that is a contradiction. And I'm not even taking her at face value. I don't see what the problem is in this testimony. I don't see anything. And even if I do see something wrong, I don't know what evidence is gonna counter it. It's like there's so many hidden details within this, like, whole thing, and I always miss them. Like, and the problem is I don't have a problem with, like, hidden details being important in the trial. But for this maid to have such an impact on whether I get stuff right or wrong is insane. It's freaking insane. Like, I should be able to get it right now. I should have gotten it by now. Even just the random picking I've been doing, I should have gotten it by now. But like, I'm like starting to approach the point where I feel like I'm glitched. And I might not be able to even get a right answer or something. There's gotta be a contradiction here. There's gotta be something in here. There's no way this is such a perfect fucking testimony. Nope. Alright, time to let's randomly pick stuff. Because I don't know what even is wrong with her statements here. I'm actually gonna like keep doing it until I fail. I'm gonna like actually count how many times I fail before I actually get this right. It's been 3 so far. So this might be a 4th. Okay, that's number 4. Okay, that's 5. Like, I'm not looking up a guide for this. Fuck that. I'm gonna get this eventually. There's no way this fucking thing could be so hard. Not even like randomly picking evidence am I getting this. It's like, what in the fuck is up with this testimony? I thought it was people's, but no. I feel like I've looked at everything at this point. I just don't... I'm like... Six. I'm pretty sure it's 6. I hope it don't lose count. I have to think about it. Is it 6 concluding like the last episode or what? I'm not entirely sure. It started, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with this, but you know what? I might as well just like think about this one too. Just like probably some long shot bull crap or whatever. Maybe. No, I don't think so. That's too funny. That'd be too funny if it were the case. The problem is like I have so much evidence and I don't know, and there's like only so many like testimonies. I have to constantly fail so many times before I can even find one answer in all of this, which is really time consuming. I've been at this like for like an hour. An hour. That's just like, what the fuck? You know what the worst thing about all this is? That my deduction here, the fact that like it could have been these 3 was incorrect, but it feels like I'm right on the mark with this. I'm just too early. And the fact that is like there is a contradiction here, but I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I don't know what evidence counters it. But this one is right, I feel like I'm right on the mark. I feel like later in this trial we're gonna figure out that it's I who did it for these 2 somehow for some bizarre reason. Or something. I don't really know. It feels like I'm missing something here. I feel like I am. Unless actually it's one of these people. It could only have been Karen, unless you're telling me that, like, is Sirocco? I think I'm just gonna start using the people thing, because I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's weird, because, like, I thought we would usually use these for accusations or something. Not necessarily as evidence, so I don't even think that's right, even. I just don't know what evidence is even countering what the contradiction is. I can't even find the contradiction, that's the problem. If I can't find the contradiction, and I can't figure out what the evidence is. That's the biggest problem so far. It's usually within the process, so, like, you can figure out where something is wrong here, but I can't even do that. Again... I feel like it's this one. I feel like it's this testimony here. It sounds like something we can counter with. I just don't know with what. They didn't go anywhere besides the printer room. Nope. There's like 7. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna press it one more time on all the statements and read everything again. So clearly, I'm not getting something. Let me just read it to myself one more time. Slowly and steadily. Okay, I've reread it all, and I still don't get it. It's still not clicking with me right now, but I've noticed that, like, it's probably these last 2 statements that's really sticking out to me. I think it's possible that I did it. Like, the thing is that, hold on, it's that detail, right, where it was taken at 4:15 p.m., but they were printed at 4:50. That's the thing, like, they were in the restroom, so there's no way. But I think it's because they have, like, a 1-second thing to it, a 1-minute thing. No, that would not have been possible for someone to have, like, printed them out and then went back to the restroom while waiting. There's no way. That's impossible. Am I supposed to use it a Fuda here at some point or whatever? I don't think it is. It's for investigations. I haven't used Connor's homework at all, so let me try it out for both of those things. Maybe one of them is actually Connor's homework or some shit. I doubt it, but who knows? Who knows? Nope. Here's the thing, how do you prove it, though? How do you prove you went immediately back to the cloakroom directly? No, practice room, right? Yeah, practice room, so no. Yeah, it's not that. Right? 8. That's 8 times I failed at this freaking trial. This is actually going to annoy me a lot. I gave up, I looked it up, and it's this. Shioriko. Like, I had a feeling it was the profiles. At some point, I was like, is it the case that, like, I can present one of these as an evidence? I think I did hover over Shioriko at one point. I just didn't think at all that Shioriko wasn't there, because he never said anything about her, right? That means we're accusing her of having printed out those, like, tickets. I just didn't think I was right about that. I thought it would be I, after I saw the picture. Which I get why I would think that, because maybe they might have lied about that. But I was right the first time that, like, maybe Shioriko printed all those tickets, because she wouldn't know how it operated. I didn't know I could do this, to be honest. I thought we do this if we make an accusation towards someone. That, like, once we figure out who the culprit was, we go here and, you know, present that person. But apparently, she counts as, you know, a counter to her contradiction. I didn't think at all that, like, Shioriko was the contradiction here, because I didn't think, like, it feels like, I feel like I don't have enough proof to prove it. But apparently, the characters do. And that's causing a huge problem for me. And the entire playthrough of this trial. Because it feels like I should have been able to figure it out. At least for me, it feels like I should have been able to figure this out. But apparently I can use profiles as evidence now. Apparently, I may have not paid attention to the Ace Attorney games, but I've never seen anything like this, to be honest. Fucking, I hate the fact that this is my first Ace Attorney game now. It's like, I feel like that is what's really screwing me over. And that's what's making this game a lot harder than it should be. Because I'm like learning about this now. Like right now, I'm learning that I can do this when I thought that I couldn't. So yeah, Shioriko is the evidence. So let's move on. I've failed at that at least like how many times? Like 5 times? That's insane. And this is like the first testimony of the trial too, of the second part. And I've been an hour into this recording session. This is that. Fucking god damn it.
Witness, there are only 10 people at practice on the day of the crime, right? Yep, just like I said. How about Mifune Shioriko? She is one of the subunit with birth. She didn't show up to practice on the day of the crime. We've talked about other printing rooms with other film printers before this trial. Isn't it possible that she could have used one of those printers since she wasn't restricted to hallway 306 like everyone else? Well, yeah, but you and I both know that she was off campus that day, so she couldn't have done so. That's what she told us, but I think it's time we ask the pivotal question. How can we know that for sure?
I mean, that's what I would have asked, to be honest. How do you know? How would I know that for certain if, like, Shioriko actually did it or not? But I think it's the fact that, like, we don't fully know. That's what's making us suspicious of her.
Defense, I don't understand your strategy here. We talked about the other printing rooms on campus before, and you must have known that Mifune Shioriko was not an apprentice on the day of the crime. So why do you wait until now to bring this up? You could have brought it up at 8 points beforehand. Shioriko-chan has told me that she was not at school around the time of the crime. I am usually one to believe her, but I think it's time to call this into question. Like I always say, we must consider all possibilities. Also, I'm kind of stuck here. If I can't find some way to pin on other people at practice, I might have to shift my thinking to elsewhere.
Oh, that's what they meant by pointing the finger at someone else. Or somewhere else. I still just didn't think I could actually accuse someone here and now. I thought I was going to like show a piece of evidence from my court record, and then when the time comes, I would like switch over to that person's section and then make the accusation. That's what I thought.
Defense, what is your proposition? I propose we bring Shioriko-chan back here and have her testify about where she was.
Ah, jeez, already?
We had just sent her away and brought in this witness in her place, and now you want to bring her back? One witness after another. What a sloppy performance. It would do you good to actually plan your cases like I do. Witness, you're dismissed. We'll see you in 5 minutes when the defense changes their mind again. Hold it! Is it okay if I-chan stays on the witness stand? Pardon? Pardon? Your Honor, the defense isn't finished with this witness yet.
Oh my god! Oh shit! Look at that fucking angry face.
What the hell are you doing? Didn't you just ask to call in a different witness? Nothing about this makes any sense. Pick one witness and stay with it! I think Yu-chan is asking for both of them to be up in the stand at the same time.
Oh yeah, the thing that was in like Gray's attorney, please, yes.
Can we do that? I guess I don't mind. I'll just scooch over here then. Prosecution, do you agree to this? Makes no difference to me. This court is already as jumpy as any other kangaroo court. What's another unorthodox move? Throw all the weird nonsense you want at me, defense. I'll defeat you either way. Then it shall be done. Bailiff! Yes, Nana! Bring in the witness to the stand. Yes, ma'am! Okay, seriously, who is this girl, Bailiff? Nah, don't question it, Yu-chan. Her name is like a Compa. I've heard that she's like a doctor from another world or something. Okay, sure. Are we gonna like question this at all? Nope. Alright, fine, maybe later. Kind of a tight fit, huh? But I can handle it. Why have you called me back again? Watch out, Shioti?
That's what you call it?
Watch out, Shioti. They're gonna charge you with eye salt.
Assaults? Assault.
Seriously? For what? I'm just kidding! The defense is questioning your location at the time of the crime. I believe I said I was off campus. Shioriko-chan, please testify about your exact whereabouts. I need to make sure that you weren't actually on campus. I see what's going on. You think I was the one who printed the tickets. Sorry, I just need to make sure. I understand. I take no offense. In a case like this, it is pivotal that all the facts are provided. I shall present them to you. So, I guess I just stand here to look pretty? For now, yes. I'll talk to you if I need to. Alright, let's see what I can get out of this.
Okay, here we go. Another 5 failed attempts, let's go. Shioriko's whereabouts.
The crime happened between 4 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. on May 11th, correct? I was not at school at the time. During the time of the crime, I was doing something for the children's center I usually volunteer at. I was far enough away that it was not possible for me to have gone to any of the printing rooms to print out anything within a given time period. And I'm I-san!
What?
So the witness really was off campus, meaning she didn't have access to the film printers. It all seemed simple enough. Defense, cross-examine the witness. Wow! Cross-examining 2 people at once? You're really something, Yu-chan. I just hope that this works smoothly. It'll be hard to talk to and listen to 2 people at once in a situation like this. Actually, listening goes 3 ways, doesn't it? Huh? What do you mean? Well, you're talking and listening to Ai-chan, as well as Shioriko-chan, right? But while these 2 are on the stand together, they're also listening to each other, you know? I suppose that's true. Whoever is not being questioned doesn't really have anything else to do besides listen. If you press one of them for information, remember to watch the other one closely. You might see them react to something that the other said. If that happens, you can press T to pursue them and ask them what's on their mind. You might find a new opening that way. I see. I've really got to keep an eye on both of them then. Someone else must have printed out the tickets. It's either Shioriko-chan or someone who was at the printer practice room. But which is correct?
I don't know, but hopefully I don't lose at this one. Alright, here we go. The crime happened between 4 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. on May 11th, correct? I was not at school at the time. Alright, since I know the greatest attorney, so I feel like this testimony in particular would showcase that new mechanic that was added, so I should actually press them on this.
Actually, it technically happened at 4:50 p.m., although I guess that doesn't really change anything. Correct. I was completely off campus that entire interval. So the tickets being printed at 4:15 doesn't change anything. I still wasn't on campus at the time. That makes sense. Just my luck. I'd have more breathing room if she didn't just so happen to have a watertight alibi.
And a watertight testimony too, which will probably be this shit. Alright, during the time of the crime, I was doing something for the children's center I usually volunteer at. Oh, this might be it. This might be the moment that Ai-san will actually say something. Because she did say something about it before, about helping other people. Maybe.
The children's center? There's a children's center that I often volunteer for. I'm usually helping out with the kids or running errands for them.
Ah, she did something. Or maybe not. Oh, yeah, she did do something.
Ai-chan, did you have anything to add to that? Huh? Oh, oops, did I do something? Just now, I saw you react with what Shioriko-chan said. She said that she was volunteering for the children's center. Oh, it's no big deal. It's just... Shioti? I thought you went somewhere different. That's what I thought anyway. What? The witness didn't actually go to the children's center? Oh my, did I get the wrong idea now? I never said that I was at the children's center. I said I was running an errand for them. Witness, where was it that you actually went? That would have had to have been Akihabara.
Oh, Akihabara. Interesting.
Ridley and I are going there later today. Tell me, was it fun? Fun? Sorry, I was running an errand. I would have liked to enjoy myself there, but I didn't have the time to. Ah, so that's why you couldn't do that thing I asked you to do. What are you going on about? What thing? It's nothing. I just wanted Shioti to pick up a few souvenirs for me. It's got nothing to do with the case. It's alright though. I called Gyakuten about it when I found out. In the call, I told her that I wanted to bring Vinny there today anyway, so it'd be okay if she wasn't able to get the stuff from me. I could just get them myself then. But one more important question. Ai-chan, how did you know that Shioriko-chan was in Akihabara? Oh, that? I asked her before the practice session started. I noticed Gyakuten didn't show up to practice, so before practice started, I sent her a message asking where she was. Gyakuten didn't respond until 3:50 p.m. Guess she didn't see the message until then. Naturally, I saw it when I left for the restroom. And that was her response? Nothing, but she did send me a location ping. Location ping? Basically, I sent her a message containing a map of my location as dictated by the GPS. Don't worry about fabrication, because it's impossible. This is the real deal.
Shioriko's location. On the day of the crime at 3:50 p.m., Shioriko was at the train station in Akihabara. Okay.
Look at that, Yu-chan! You managed to find an opening when there otherwise was none. Looks like pursuing has its merits. I'd better keep this tactic in mind. Let's see. According to his location ping, Shioriko-chan had stopped by Akihabara station at 3:50 p.m. I better take note of that. For this, please amend your testimony. Will do.
Alright. At the time, I was doing something for the children's center I usually volunteer at, although I was actually in Akihabara. You were in Akihabara? Nothing's really sticking, I just want to make sure, because Karin went to Akihabara, and I figured like someone would check it. Okay, on the day of the crime at 3:15, Shioriko was at the train station in Akihabara. This place here, at the manga store... Oh, it's a printing shop above, just above it. Down, this is at 11:05. I guess it's like May 11th, right? Yeah, May 11th. Carl lost her phone on the 11th, and that's when the printing happened, I think. I was far enough away that it was not possible for me to have gone to any of the printer rooms to print anything within the given time. No, you weren't. There was a printing room right above you. Okay. For some reason, I can actually get that. Like, I don't know how I managed to get that, aside from the fact that, like, it's obvious to me. It's obvious to me that that was the one. That was the one I had to, counter with, something with. And when I found that testimony, I realized that, oh wait, she was near a printer room. My question is that, like, the fact that, like, how did we detect it if it's in a printing shop somewhere else? How is that possible? Maybe Daya's gonna actually point that out.
Witness, I need you to start telling me the truth. I've been truthful this whole time! No, not you, the other witness. Is there something wrong with what I've been saying? Actually, it's about the location pin that Ai-chan just showed us. That is, I take issue with something that's shown on this map! You're going to have to show us what you mean, defense. Show the court what the issue with the location ping is.
Up here. The printing shop.
It's here! It's this egregious location I was talking about! The printing shop? It's a printing shop! That's right! There's a printing shop near the train station Shioriko-chan was supposedly at. It's completely possible that the witness was able to print the tickets despite not being at school, due to the presence of the printing shop. Order! Order!
Yeah, I was like, oh, it must have been both of them somehow. Or something. Like, I feel like it is both of them for Rina, I guess. So, I was kind of like right on two occasions. It's both of them.
For the longest time, we've been assuming that the printing rooms on campus are the only place that can print the tickets, due to their inability to print film. However, there's no doubt that the printing shop in Akihabara will be able to print films as well. You big oaf. The tickets were found underneath the printer in the printing room on hallway 306. Or have you already forgotten? Why would the tickets have been in the school's printing room if they weren't even printed in there?
That actually makes sense. Shioriko must not have even found them there. She must have lied about that.
I think you're the one who needs a refresher of what's been going on. What? Tell me, Who was the one who brought the tickets into the trial in the first place?
Yeah.
Oh god! It can't be!
Oh my god. Thank God I didn't have to do it in a high-pitched voice of rupees, because I probably would have lost my voice.
Maintenance workers at this school just handed me something that's probably very important to this case. And what would that be? Here. There's no way! Witness, if you're trying to play me for a fool, I won't forgive you! Relax. There's a perfectly rational explanation for why that never happened. And what would that be? When the tickets were printed, the computer systems at our school detected that there were more tickets in the circulation than available seats, right? Well, a random print shop would have no reason to be connected to our computer systems if the tickets were printed outside of the school. The email would have never been sent out. Is that what you're saying? Precisely. The tickets must be printed on campus. Order! Order! No! I was banking on that! It didn't work! And the defense's last theory gets shot down the drain. Pity. What say you now, defense? Any more fantastical stories you want to try out before it closes off? I don't know. I'm really at a loss here.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same too.
Which I do. I feel like we've asked Ai-chan and Shioriko-chan everything they can talk about. Defense, if you have anything else to say, now would be the time. I feel faint. I can't give up, but I don't think I really have anything that could get us out of this trap. Do I still have a chance? Is there anything else I can say?
Well, yeah, show evidence. You got me something.
If I give now, the trial will end. I think I've got to show something. But what? Your Honor, there must be another explanation for all of this. Very well. As you might expect, you need to provide some reasoning for continuing the trial. Of course! I believe that this piece of evidence shall allow the trial to continue.
Well, it's the fact that, like, the printer at the shop would have sent out the email. It wouldn't have been connected to the school, right? So how do I prove that, like, it can still happen? Fuck, I don't really know what this one is about, either. Oh, the printer records, I'm guessing, right? Nope, okay, great. Wait, am I supposed to wait and see? Oh, that's actually what I'm supposed to do. I got nothing, I guess? Oh, it was actually right. I was supposed to wait and see. Fuck. I actually skipped out on some dialogue. God damn it.
Oof, I guess that's that. Don't feel down though, Yu. I can tell you did your best. Karen wouldn't put it against you. I will. It was a joke. I can't believe you just give up at the end there. Hey, she tried her best, okay? What are you supposed to do when all the evidence is stacked against you? Anyway, let's wrap this up. I want to get to surprise Lily with our Akihabara visit.
Alright, I guess I chose wrong.
Very well. Let's go and find the defendant Asuka Karen.
Objection!
Oh.
Could it be? Yubu! Oops. Defense, what hilarious yet infuriating antics are you trying to pull now? Yubu, what's going on? Why'd you call out like that so suddenly? Yu-chan, did you hear what Ai-chan said?
Yeah, about the surprise for Rina.
She said that the trip to Akihabara with Rina-chan was supposed to be a surprise. But she also said that yesterday during break, she had called Shioriko-chan to talk to her about the surprise trip, which means... Wait, what does it mean? I'm sure it means something. Can you speak up? I can't hear you from back there. Or do you have something that you can use to climb out of the dish you trapped yourself in? Not likely. Tell you what, if you can slip out of this tight spot, I'll take back what I said about your performance. I'm about to hand down my verdict. Defense, this is your last chance to continue the trial. Of course. Just give me a second. There's a new angle, that's for sure. Apparently Ai-chan called Shioriko-chan yesterday during break and talked to her about how she was going to take Rina-chan to Akihabara. But also, the trip is supposed to be a surprise. I guess that means Rina-chan still doesn't know by now. She's still in the waiting room anyway. But what does this change? Does this even make a difference? Let's combine the fact that Ai-chan told Shiriko-chan about the plan to go to Akihabara with Rina-chan, and the fact that the trip was supposed to be a surprise. When we consider those two facts together, it becomes apparent that...
Rina knew about the trip. I and Rina were not together at the time. They aren't actually going to Akihabara. The call was never made. The call never happened. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Oh, does it mean that, like... Hold on. That, like, I and Rina were not together at the time? No? The call never happened?
The call never happened. Eh? It's obvious. Since Rina-chan was with Ai-chan, the call would have given away the surprise. Therefore, the reality is that the call must have never happened. It did. Huh? It did? Correct. You can confirm that the call did occur, exactly as Ai-chan described it earlier. I don't see what difference it would make either way, do you? I must agree, that's...
Yeah, that's right. It's like, sometimes it doesn't click me right away. I think it actually is the thing, I just fucking thought it wasn't it. It means oh, of course, I thought about it too hard. Christ. Yeah, I and Rina were not together at the time, I guess.
If Ai-chan had called Shiriko-chan about going to Akihabara with Rina-chan, then Rina-chan would have known about it, since they were together at the time. But now, Ai-chan is saying that the trip was supposed to be a surprise. That means Rina-chan didn't know about it. So what really happened? The only logical explanation is that Rina-chan and Ai-chan were not together when the call was made. And what difference does that make? Whether Tenochi Rina-san heard the call or not doesn't change anything. Please pay attention to the trial. There were 3 people who left the practice room besides the defendant that day, yet Ai-san is the only one we're testifying right now. That's because Ai-san was supposed to leave with Rina-san and the magnificent Yuki Setsuna the entire time. Right. The magnificent wasn't really necessary, Nana, but sure. But based on what Ai-san has been saying, there must have been a point where the group was separated somehow. So my question is, how much can this witness's testimony thus far account for the activity of the other 2?
Yeah.
Order! Order in the court! Hooray! Good thing you kept Ai-chan up there. Now's the time. You got a chance to get further in the testimony. Exactly right. Thank you, you baby girl. You're the best! To be honest, I didn't really think about that. Ai-san, the way you described it earlier, it made it sound like you were with Setsuna and Rina-chan the entire break period. You said it to me yesterday, too. Anything that they saw, you would have as well, or something of the sort. But if there was a point where the group was separated, you couldn't speak on their behalf, right? Who knows where they could have gone? Well, you're not wrong. Think back. I think it was separated from the other 2 for a brief moment. The other 2? She was by herself for a period of time? Your Honor! We must have Setsuna-chan and Rina-chan testify about their true emotions that day.
Oh god, we're actually gonna see Setsuna now?
No, right. Hang on a second, you. No need to get Setsuna down here so sooner. Maybe I can explain this whole conundrum anyway. Wait. Even if I can't tell you where they were, I can definitely tell you where they weren't. Is that so? I'll leave it to you then. I suppose I'll be the one staying aside and looking pretty this time around. As I promised, defense, I have taken back what I said about your performance. But for how long? I'd come up with a witty quip, but I do wonder myself how long this lifeline will last me. Jesus Christ, man. I feel like Robbie's lost a bit of his soul trying to play this fucking game. In more ways than one.
Yeah, in more ways than one, Rina. I lost my soul mentally and physically. Even though I'm pretty sure souls don't have a physical form, but, you get what I'm saying, right, guys? Right?
In that case, please testify how Rina-san and Rina-san and Setsuna moved around at the time of the crime. I almost blew my cover there.
Okay, everyone's location.
As far as
Oh, okay. This is the point where I'm gonna, I feel like this is when things are gonna ramp up.
As far as I know, Carl left the room pretty early. I think she was the first one to leave. I left the room second and made the call to Shioti in the hallway right outside the practice room. Based on the timestamp of the call, it was about 4:11 p.m. One short call later, Setsu came out of the practice room and we headed to the restroom together. Wheatley must have joined us in the restroom at about 4:15 p.m. or so, because we took the photo at 4:15 immediately after she came to us. We weren't in there until maybe 4:25 p.m. That's about when we headed back to the practice room.
Okay. I feel like I may need to reread that just to make sure I'm not missing anything.
I see. So there's no need to get Rina-san, or especially not Setsuna-san, to testify at all. That is correct. According to the witness's testimony, she had left the practice room at around 4:11 p.m. and everyone else left sometime after.
I feel like that's when the cat picture will come into play.
Recall the printed records state that the printer was turned on at 4:10 p.m. The defendant, having left earlier than everyone else, is the only one who could have used the printer at the time. That makes perfect sense. Defense, your witnesses. You move afforded me a pivotal opportunity. I'd better not waste it. I better not fail like 500 times. Despite all the evidence suggesting that Carmen must have printed the tickets, there's gotta be a gap in their reasoning somewhere.
Yeah. I feel like I have an idea of what the evidence is. I just need to know which particular, sentence it is. As far as I know, Carmen left the room pretty early. I think she was the first one to leave. I left the room second and made the call to Shioti in the hallway right outside the practice room. Based on the timestamp of the call, it was around 4:11 p.m. One short call later, Setsu came out of the practice room and we headed to the restroom together. When was this photo taken? 4:12. Dang it. Must be the case, yeah, it must have been after she left that the cat came in. Rina must have joined us in the restroom around 4:50 p.m. or so, because we took the photo at 4:15 immediately after she came to us. Yeah, nothing's wrong here. We were in there until maybe 4:25 p.m. That's about when we headed back to the practice room. Yeah, I think that's right. This is some of the club brass records again. No, 4:25. That was 5 minutes later. Okay, I don't see anything wrong here, so I'm gonna have to press her on this. As far as I know, Karen left the room pretty early. I think she was the first one to leave.
According to the club access records I have here, Karen-san had gone to the club at 4:05 p.m. Sounds about right. She did leave pretty early into the break, from what I can remember. This aligns perfectly with our previous account of the events. The defendant must have arrived at the printing room early after going to the club room, then goofed around the 15 minutes she was in there. Are you sure that nobody else left before her? I think so. I won't be able to know for sure, though. Defense, do you take any issue with what the witness has said here? Let's see, do I have anything to suggest that Karen-san didn't actually leave early?
Oh, it probably is a photo.
Of course! This evidence will show why I-chan could have seen Karen-san leave the practice room first during the time of the crime.
Is it actually the photo? I think Karen actually did take this photo. I think? No. Oh, Christ. Of course. I feel like it is this or something. Or maybe I had to get something in this, thing here. I left the room second and made the call to Shioti in the hallway right outside the practice room. Based on the timestamp of the call, it was at about 4:11 p.m.
Are you sure that Rina-chan wasn't outside the room at this point? Really and I usually go to the restroom together. I wanted to see if she wanted to tag along, but she was distracted by a little game she was showing off. I decided to rest in the restroom
What the fuck?
I decided to rest in the restroom while Rina rested with the rest. Defense, do you take any issue with what the witness has just said here?
Okay. I thought it was just that testimony, but yeah, okay.
Let's see, do I have anything to suggest that Rina-chan must have not been in the practice room at the time Rina-chan is describing?
I guess no.
I don't think I have the evidence to counter that claim. Best to hold off for now.
I don't know why they're making us do this, to be honest. One short call later, Setsu came out of the practice room and we headed to the restroom together.
And when would you say that was? My talk with Shioti didn't last that long. Would you say it lasted 2 minutes? Probably less. I'd say 1 minute, even that. Setsu happened to show up right when I finished, so maybe 4:12 or 4:13 p.m. Since I was standing right outside the practice room, she must have come from there. I didn't know she went anywhere else. I don't think she went anywhere else. These are some annoyingly narrow time frames. No matter though, the point is that both Miyashita Ai-san and Yuki Setsuna-san were near the practice room where the printer was activated. Neither one was at the printing room. Defense, you take your issue with...
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see, do I have anything to suggest that Seta-chan might have encountered Ai-chan from a different location or at a different time?
I don't think so. I don't think I went anywhere else. Lee must have joined us in the restroom at about 4:14 p.m. or so, because we took the photo at 4:15 immediately after she came to us.
And you yourself saw her come in? At that point, I was already busy taking pictures with Setsu. I guess I wasn't need to focus on the door or anything. You took more photos than just the one you've shown here today? Yeah, but they don't tell us anything we don't already know. It's fine. Anyway, my point is that I didn't see Minami come in. I heard her come in. That's what alerted me to her presence. Defense, do you take any issue with what is just said here?
I think I do. I just don't know what particularly is wrong here yet.
Let's see. Do I have anything to suggest that Ai-chan couldn't have been made aware of Frida-chan entering the room?
Not particularly. Not right now. Let me check to see the hint section, because it's something. I'm not really getting this right away, but I'll have to keep reading. We were in there until maybe 4:25 p.m. That's about when we headed back to the practice room.
So you're saying you goofed around the restroom from 4:15 to 4:25 p.m.? Oh yeah, I love goofing around. It was a great goof. You see, if we just goofed around for 10 minutes in the restroom, what's stopping the defendant from goofing around the printing room for 15? What matters is the fact that none of us have left the room for that 10-minute interval. Not that it really matters. Defense, you think you should...
Yeah, but I only know.
Let's see, do we have anything to suggest that 3 of them might have been in the restroom from 4:15 to 4:25 p.m.?
Well, not yet. Let me just keep thinking.
This might be our last chance. Do you see anything we can do with this information, Yumu? Please say yes! Excuse me, you might have to depend on tiny minor inconsistency for this one. Still, tiny contradictions are still better than nothing at all. It's like I might have to try pressing you for more information. I really need every detail I can get.
Okay, let me see if I can try this again, because there's something in here that's off. I know it. There's just something off of this one. I wonder if there's a moment Shioriga did something I just didn't notice. Let me check. Let me look back at all of them again. Oh, it's this. Hold on. Yes, I do.
Of course, this evidence will show why Ai-chan could not have seen Rita-chan in the practice room when she had left.
I think it's this. No, I don't think it is. I thought it was that. I thought it was Rina-chan wasn't there. Rina wasn't there because Hanpin was there looking for her or something. But she wasn't there. Alright, let's try again. Do I have anything to suggest that Setsuna-chan might have encountered Ai-chan from a different location or a different time? I don't really think so. Nothing suggests it, so it's not that. Yeah, I had to actually find those tiny inconsistencies. They're not really usually obvious. To be honest, that's the thing. Can't really tell what the thing is. We were there until maybe 2025. That's about when we... I just noticed that this one is a little bit weird to me for some reason. That's when we headed back to the practice room. I think it does matter. Do you have anything to suggest that the 3 of them might not have been in the restroom from 4:15 to 4:25 p.m.? I think that's a 10-minute interval, right? I'm just wondering how the cat is important in all this. I still haven't figured that part out. In that, secret passage, like a green store. I just wonder what that is all about. I don't... Wait a fucking second. If the cat knew, then wouldn't Rina know? That's a stretch, though. That's the thing. It's a stretch. And plus, I don't even have this in evidence. There's no way of that. Let's see, do I have anything to suggest the 3 of them might not have been to the restroom from 4:15 to 4:25? I think that's the... They had the photo of it, though. There's nothing wrong with it, that's the thing. I have to read this all over again, because I'm not really getting it right way. As far as I know, Karin left the room pretty early. I think she was the first one to leave. Didn't actually leave early. Well, do I actually have suggestions that didn't actually leave early? Oh, well, no. She should have left early. It's not that. I'm gonna use process of elimination with this one. I feel like Rina is the thing here. Like, the fact that, like, maybe she wasn't in the... Well, no. She was focused on that. That's the thing. The camera still has to be important at all, so I just don't know how. I don't know if, like, Rina's staying weight against that camera at this point. I think it's this one. I think it's actually... well, it's a long shot, but... Did you say Setsuna came from the club room? That sounds right. I think it's actually... this is a long shot. It's like the longest long shot, but... Let's give it a shot.
Of course, this evidence will show why Ai-chan's account of beating up a sister doesn't add up.
I'm probably gonna fucking lose, though. Yeah, this is gonna be 9. Alright, I lost. Again. This trial's fucking hard, guys. It's so hard. I just don't get it. Alright, let's try this again, because... I feel like I am missing something here. Again, don't know what. I just have to think about it. I guess. There's like a tiny contradiction here, but I just don't see it right away. That's the weird thing. It's like, why is there 2 versions of it? Like I can present it here, but if I press it, I have another chance to present it for some bizarre reason. I don't get it. But let me just read this again. This gotta be it. This gotta be the contradiction here. That like, Setsuna was there at 4:12, even though the printer shut down at like 4:11, I think? Or was it 4:11, I think. That's gotta be it. Yeah, I have an issue with that. Do you think that Setsuna might have encountered from a different location at a different time? Yeah, I think so. It doesn't add up. But what part of it doesn't add up? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Which one? Why account of being of a does not add up? It doesn't add up because of something. This gotta be it. No, it isn't? Oh, she came out of the practice room. Okay. I kind of missed that part. It's like a small detail I just missed. Didn't she say that like she usually goes with Rina Lee to the bathroom? Okay, I have an issue with this, I think. It makes no sense. She said before that she always goes to the restroom with her. Just something's wrong here. Couldn't have noticed Rina come in? Oh, fuck. I think I fucked up here. I don't think I can like show this one. It's like I thought that was what I was trying to counter the fact that like she wouldn't. Why would she go? Okay. Can I like back out? No, I have to actually eat this one. Come on, let me get the map. Nope. Okay. I fucked that up. I thought it was trying to counter something else. That thing is honestly confused me or thrown me off. I'm like, am I supposed to, am I supposed to like, counter it here or in that section where after I press them? I think it's after I press them. Is that actually the court? Yes, I have a feeling, but it's either I'm gonna succeed or I'm gonna fail. No, okay. I guess not. I guess that makes 10. That's like the most I've actually failed in the trial. That's insane. I kind of wish to like... I don't know if this is the case for Ace Attorney games when you fail the trials or something. Like, if this is the case, then it's pretty stupid. Why in the fuck does it kick you all the way back to the title screen? And then when you hit this... When you load it back up with the autosave, you keep the damage you took up to that point. Why is that? Is that really the case in Ace Attorney games? If so, then that's also pretty stupid. That, plus the fact that you can't regen your health. I know that sounds like a fucking normie or some kind of like newbie at these Ace Attorney games who's probably just like mad that he's having such a tough time. But I'm gonna be honest, if that's the case for these Ace Attorney games, then fuck that. That is so stupid. Since this is the 10th time I've fucking failed this trial, I don't want to look this up, but I generally don't know what the problem is here. My mind's probably just like fried at this point. I'm at the apathy state. I just don't care. To be honest, yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't care about like just going at this calmly because I'm like reaching my limit. But I'm gonna try anyways because I don't like looking up guides to just figure out this basic stuff. So let's go at it one more time. As far as I know, Karin left the room pretty early. I think she was the first one to leave. I'm just gonna press her in that, and then I'm gonna read carefully. And sometimes I have to like pay attention to Shioriko, because like she might do something. And it feels like she did do something, I just didn't notice. So I'll probably have to go back to that again. Just look at her carefully or something. I just don't understand this part here. What do they mean by like Ai-chan couldn't have been made aware of Rina-chan entering the restroom? I thought they went together, right? Or am I just going crazy here? Is it the fact that like yeah, let's try it. Something about this is just bugging me. Couldn't have noticed Rina come in. Wait a second. Are they fucking saying that like she took a photo and Rina just happened to sneak in it or something? No way. Oh my. That's actually a deduction that just came up with on the spot there. I actually came up with that. I was like, wait, is it the fact that like Rina just slipped into that photo? And that was the reason why? Oh, okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm just like, oh. I'm just like in that epiphany stage. I was like, oh, that's it.
Ai-chan, are you absolutely sure you heard Rina-chan coming into the restroom? Yeah, is there a problem? Frankly, I don't think you're telling the truth.
Oh, of course. It's like, I thought that was weird how she said that. How she said, like, Rina just came into the restroom. I was like, wait, didn't you say that you go to the restroom together? What the fuck is this? I should have realized the photo that they took was proof that they went to the restroom together, and that was the flaw.
Yes, it's all in this photo. Remember that photo you took at 4:15 p.m. on the day of the crime? There's something in it that directly contradicts your statements. The court will once again request the defense to show what the contradiction is. Show the court what the issue with the photo is.
Is it, Rina herself? The fact she was there?
This is the problem about the photo I was talking about. Defense, your point was that the witness could not have known when Rina turned into the phone, correct? I don't say that this is prove your point. Now,
oops, yeah, probably pointing the wrong thing. I knew it. Oh, is it the time? It's gotta be the time then, right? The time itself. Or not. What's wrong here? Oh, did I not get detection or something? Was it the time? I don't know what's wrong here. What the fuck is wrong here? I thought it was Rina-chan herself? I don't understand. What's the problem here, to be honest? Is it the hands? I don't particularly... What the fuck am I proving here? The fact that Rina was there! Well, whoops, I did not mean to do that. Could not have known Rina-san entered the room. I was trying to prove that, but I don't particularly know what's proving it here. Oh, she's wearing headphones. I didn't notice that. I was like, oh, those are like some interesting earbuds and stuff. Oh, no. Oh, those are actually earbuds. I thought, I did, how did I not, it didn't click with me, to be honest. I thought it was the case of like, I don't know why it didn't click with me. I thought Rina was the problem with this photo. Okay,
this is the problem about the photo I was talking about. Is that a pair of wireless earbuds? They are. So I need to raise the question. How could she have heard anyone come in if she was using her earbuds? What does that explain? The witness could easily have just put her earbuds in between Tenjiro Rina-san coming in and her taking the photo. And yet, the witness clearly stated that she had taken the photo immediately after Rina-chan entered, did she not? Well, the witness could have been misremembering or something. Perhaps she was simply mistaken. Besides, this discrepancy is minor. I doubt that it would affect the outcome of the case. Still, even a minor discrepancy like this raises questions, don't you think? Witness, how do you explain this? How could you have heard when Rina-chan entered the restroom if you had your earbuds on? Sorry, I gotta come clean. I'm yanking your chain. Huh? You mean you lied? Just a teensy, tiny fib. Hope you can forgive me. Lying on the stand is called perjury. It's not something that can be just excused. If this were a real court, we'd have punished you for that. Hear me out, okay? I'll explain everything. Let me testify again.
Ah. Okay. Let me see if we can do this one now, at least. When Rina entered...
Real talk. I didn't actually hear or see Rina Lee come into the restroom myself. Sorry about that. In reality, Setsu was the one who heard Rita Lee come in. Right when Rita Lee showed up at 4:15, Setsu let me know. That's how I found out. Sorry for the misinformation, everyone. I figured it wouldn't make that big of a difference either way. So, you told a lie at the stand. Because I didn't want to have to drag Setsu into this, that's all. I'm not sure how I feel about all this. Oh, come on. It was all for a friend. I hear Setsu's really busy nowadays. What do you think, Your Honor? What do you suppose Setsu's up to now? No clue. But do you think it'd be better if Setsuna-san testified for herself? No way! Don't worry, Your Honor. Setsu can stay put. I've got this. But yeah, I just wanted to make it look like I was the one who heard Rita Lee come in. I didn't want to speak for Setsu and commit hearsay or whatever it was called, so he decided to commit perjury instead. Yeah, what? Yeah, what? My bad. I'll tell you the truth now, honest. Oh my, this trial's a mess.
Yeah, no, Shioriko, I fucking know. This trial is fucking hard as dicks. And my dick isn't hard, that's for certain.
And that's what I've been saying this entire time.
Yeah, Daya.
Shut up! Yu-chan, this is it. I think this is where you'll really be able to turn this around. And it turned to I'm not
even in the mood to sing that fucking song.
Sure, you've had your ups and downs. And actually, mostly downs, Yumu. And some of the downs were really down. Like, I'm pretty sure you've had like 10 of them at this point. But I think this is your big break. Don't give up.
Alright. I won't. But who knows, I have 2 tries. When Rina entered. Okay, I think this is gonna be one of those moments when Shioriko will actually react to one of the things she's saying. Real talk, I didn't actually hear or see Rina come into the restroom myself. Sorry about that.
So you lied, in order to prevent Setsuna-chan from having to get dragged into this. That's right, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I hope my testimony now makes up for that. Wouldn't it have just been simpler to ask Yuki Setsuna-san herself to come testify? Well, from what I've heard, she's preoccupied with something right now. I figured she didn't want to be disturbed, so I figured, what they don't know will hurt them. I'll just spout a little white lie that doesn't really change anything. I see. And you are aware of what she's currently up to? Who knows? Whatever it is, I'm sure she's doing just great. Most honorably to hammer it in. God dang it,
In reality, Setsuna, actually, fucking Christ, I keep forgetting to check, Shioriko to see if she reacts at all. Let me check the actions in case. In reality, Setsuna was the one who heard Rina Lee come in. Okay.
So what exactly did she hear? Footsteps? Oh, come on. You know I can't answer that. You'll have to ask Setsu here, if you get the chance, that is. Even if I knew what it was. Can I even say it? Or will Miss Slicey over there cut me off for hearsay? Cut me off, you get... Yeah, Miss Slicey? I kid. Just a joke. It's just a joke, okay? Daya, please, put your hand off that hilt. There's a lot of information I'm missing. Perhaps at some point I need to get Setsuna-chan here, herself down here to testify after all.
Yeah. Right when Rina Lee showed up at 4:15, Setsu let me know. That's how I found out.
Can you describe that interaction in detail? What do you mean? Well, you had your earbuds on during that time. How did you hear Setsuna-chan tell you that Rina-chan had arrived? Oh, nah, she had tapped me on the shoulder to get my attention. How else would you notify someone whose ears are plugged?
Nah, but Shioriko thinks otherwise.
Shioriko-chan, did you have anything to add to that? No. I wasn't thinking about anything. I saw you react to what Ai-chan said about being tapped on the shoulder. What were you thinking about? It's not relevant. It could be important. It really isn't. Shioriko-chan, what was it that you were thinking about? In this day and age, personal hygiene is of the utmost concern. As student council president, it's my duty to remind everyone of its importance. I agree with the witness's statement. I was just wondering if, if Setsuno-san had washed your hands before making contact with Ai-san. That was it? You're such a card, Shioti. And that's why I said it wasn't important. Come on. Well, since we got this far, why don't you fill us in, Ai-chan? Oh, of course. She didn't. No, of course she didn't. You? No, it's fine. She didn't use the toilet. She only went to the restroom to grab a paper towel. A paper towel? Practicing makes you work up a sweat, Setsu just wanted to wipe herself clean. So, essentially, this tangent was a waste of time.
I don't know about that.
Wait a minute. Please add this to your testimony, witness.
What's the importance of the paper towel? I don't get it.
Huh? Is it really that important? The defense believes it could be. Please, Ai-chan. Yeah, I don't want anyone to think that Setsuno-san is some icky hand underwasher. Alright.
Don't worry about Setsu washing her hands. She only went to the restroom with me to grab a paper towel. That's a little bizarre. She only went there to do that? Well, no, it can't be the cat. Nah, it's too early. Hasn't clicked with me yet, so let me just press on this. Don't worry about Setsu washing her hands. She only went to the restroom with me to grab a paper towel.
She went just to grab a paper towel? Yeah, Setsu. When she practices hard. She's always striking those heroic poses and making these large sweeping motions. Her presentation is top-notch. Not to mention the multiple explosions she set off in the practice room. The entire room was set on fire. Wait, what? It was? Well, metaphorically, of course. Oh, okay. Oh, if you keep scraping it like that, there might be a police officer at our door tomorrow. Then I'd have to explain to her that it was just a joke, not fun.
I'm not getting it right away, but I'm having a feeling there's something important here. Sorry for the misinformation, everyone. I figured it wouldn't make a big of a difference either way.
It kinda does. Whoops, does it? How so? Well, seeing or hearing Vita-chan come in yourself is one thing, but if Setsuno-chan was actually the one who saw her come in, you can't vouch for that directly, right? This is why hearsay law exists. You're generally not supposed to testify something that someone else tells you. However, since Yuki Setsuno-san must have notified Miyashida's Ai-san of Tennoji Rina-san's presence immediately after she came in, the exception is found under the present tense impression. Not sure what any of that means, so I'm just gonna read. Lol. LOL! If we don't find a break here, we might be done for. Maybe so. I don't know what other information you might be able to get out of Ai-chan. If nothing, there may still be others that have a testimony to give. It's not right to have the case go on for another day if we still need more testimony. Keep it up! Until now, Ai-chan could get away with testifying for Setsuno-san, but if you keep finding discrepancies, you'll be able to change that. Remember, press! Make sure you pay close attention to what's being said.
So I'm guessing someone else is gonna hold on. There may still be others that have testimony to give. I'm guessing I have to do it with Setsuno somehow. One of these things I have to count with Setsuno, I think. Yeah, I think this is the part, right? Where I have to actually show. I don't have Setsuno, that's the problem. I don't have Setsuno. So it's not that. Damn it. Okay. It's something here. Well, it's something that has to do with the bathroom, by the looks of it. Grab a paper towel. Maybe I actually missed Shiroko reacting somehow, and I just missed it. I'm not gonna actually look back again just to see. There's probably one instance where I missed it. I know it's an instance where she shouldn't talk on Setsu's behalf on this one. I know that. Right when Lily showed up at 15, Setsu let me know. That's how I found out. Wait, am I supposed to say that Rina... She can't talk on Rina's behalf or something? Well, no. This part's gonna confuse me, but isn't it? It's I know it feels like... I'm trying to think about this. I'm trying my hardest, I think. It's kind of confusing me a bit. Well, she went together with you, right? Or is it the fucking photo again or some shit? Or Setsuno, why would she be there? If she only went there, she wouldn't have wanted to take a photo then. There's no way it's this. There's no way it's this. But that's the only thing you can think of, to be honest. No, let's try it. No, it wasn't it. I thought it was that for some bizarre reason. Like, why would she be there if why would she take a photo if she was there only for that? Yeah, it probably is one of the profiles. Some. This is gotta be. It's usually the ones where I feel like we have to present the person. I think that's what's really throwing me off now from this entire trial. The fact that I can actually present the people in this, like, profiles now as evidence to counter it. That's throwing me off now because it feels like it's opened up so many more options that I could be also wrong about. But it could be simply just remained as with the evidence and such. I have a feeling it's this added testimony. It's usually that, but I just don't know what is gonna counter it. Can you try to read it? Nope, okay. And that makes 11 too. Fucking god, this trial is so difficult. I don't know how long I've been recording this game too. It's like, I feel like I should have been done in an hour if I just, you know, did this properly, but fucking Christ, this is such a difficult trial. This is a difficult second part too. I figured that I would have an easier time with the second part, but it's actually the hardest I've ever had to go through. It's just, this is not how I expected this course to go. It really isn't. Like, what is the importance of the paper towel though? I don't get it. Like, what is this importance of the paper towel? Oh, I have a feeling it's this. Like, wait a minute, did she? I feel like, hold on. This isn't wear. I'm pretty sure Sissuna doesn't wear gloves. Or Aleph. Okay, I don't think it's that. I was thinking it's like, oh, maybe she had gloves on. I was like, no, she has. She's no way. It's not obvious to me right away. I'm getting a little tired of like being stuck like this. I mean, how do we know that though? It's a thing. But I feel like it's like the added testimony though. It's always that. Unless, what about that is wrong though? That's the thing. But you didn't know. Like, what? Wait a minute. You didn't hear a thing. Unless, I don't fucking understand this at all. This could be wrong, but yeah. I'm trying to find a contradiction here, I just don't see it right away. I think it makes a big difference because I think that's what's wrong. Fuck, I fucked it up. That was... Should it actually count? I don't think it should count because I don't think I asked it to press E when I wanted to press R. So, okay, let's like... I'm gonna count that, but like... Not... Like... a difficult, well, actually, I think it is part of a difficulty. Once again, the problem is I had to go through this shit again. I just don't understand why this is the added testimony that I'm supposed to counter with, to be honest. It's like, there's gotta be something that I'm missing here. I just don't see it right away. I don't have Sissuna's profile, so I can't counter with that. Maybe some actually the outfits? Nope. I don't know, fucking wait, I guess. 12. This is supposedly gonna keep going higher at a faster rate because I have such a low health when I restart it. Please, Trackalack, please, for the love of God, if you are going to update this game, I'm begging you, please do not knock us back to the title screen and force us to go back into the autosave to have the same amount of points as when we last, started. Because that's really annoying the fuck out of me, having 2 tries when I get back into it. It really is. It gets more annoying the less, life you have. Just replenish our health after we get back into it. I want to read this one more time, just to see if I'm getting this right. I just don't understand why that was highlighted. Why the paper towel? Why? I just don't understand why it's important. Am I trying to prove that, that's not the reason she went there? That she actually went to the printer room? I don't get it! She only went to the restroom with me to grab a paper towel. But seriously, I'm genuinely begging you, Crackalack, please. It's not even the harsh criticisms. I really want you to just fucking do this. Please, just knock us back to the checkpoint with a replenished health, because I just don't understand why this is a thing. If this is a thing in Ace Attorney games, fuck that. Okay, I just need to think about what this contradiction is here. To grab a paper towel, but what is wrong with that statement, though? I just need to get past this part. I feel this last part of the whole section, but I just don't get it. It's just that I don't understand how am I going to get around her testifying for Sessuna? How do I get around that? hold on, let me check the picture one more fucking time. Does she also have, like, earphones on, too? Well, I can't tell, so... Actually, maybe it's the other way around, actually. That's what has been bugging me. Like, why would Rina and I not go to the bathroom at the same time? Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's Setsuna who came in, and she didn't hear Setsuna come in, and Setsuna was somewhere else. I just don't know I feel I'm on the right track, just need to figure out how to prove it. But no, it's too early though. I'm like... I hate the fact that E is on fucking present. It's so easy to hit that. It's so easy for me because I'm so used to like having my fingers resting on WASD keypad. So I'm like naturally just hovering over E for some reason. Okay. Christ, give me another failure again. And like the fact that profiles to write like the R like E2 was just like really annoying. God, I lost track already. I think it was 12. I think, or was it 13? 12 or 13, I don't know. I'm like losing track at this point. I really am. God damn, that was What? What, the picture? Wait, is it because of the fact that like it was what I thought about before? Like I thought before that Setsuna must have like gone to the restroom to wash her hands because she tried to pet the cat or something? I guess? Or maybe it's because of the pet, I don't know.
Sorry, but that simply can't be. Huh? Why? It has to do with what's in this photo. This picture was taken at 4:12 p.m. on the day of the crime. I would like the members of the court to pay attention to what's in the background of this photo.
Oh. For fuck's sakes. I didn't notice that. I didn't pay attention at all to there's a fucking paper towel there. Holy shit. God dang it!
Huh. There's a paper towel rack. That's right. Why would Setsuna-chan have gone to the restroom to grab a paper towel? If there's a paper towel rack right in the practice room. And what does this change? So you can't comprehend Yuki Setsuna's decisions? I can hardly understand anyone's decisions from this school, the defense included. I think that's a you problem. My point is, Setsuna-chan has no reason to leave the practice room that day, right? Or could there have been another reason? No matter how you look at it, don't you agree that we need her to testify? Wait a sec, you. How do you feel to explain? Hold it! No more of your puns, I. Let me stop you right there, I, before you say more of your stupid puns. You've been speaking on Setsuna-chan's behalf this whole time, and it was a fine and good for a while. But then it became apparent that you're trying to keep her off the witness stand, up to and including committing perjury for her. That's completely unnatural, wouldn't you say? Unnatural? It's time to let Setsuna-chan herself explain why she left the room. Not you, Ai-chan. Not you covering for her. Not you speaking on her behalf. I'm talking about Setsuna-chan herself. To the defense. You saying...
Oh boy, it could possibly have been Setsuna this entire time.
Your Honor, I'm not gonna stutter. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm going to ask this out loud. And my question is this. Why the hell is Ai-chan trying to prevent Setsuna-chan's testimony from coming to light? Yadi! Defense! How dare you accuse the witness of concealing a witness? You're the one who called her up here. Aren't you looking for her to testimony? Not to mention, there are a million other reasons why Yuki Setsuna could have left the practice room that day. Unsubstantiated accusations are misdemeanors. Objection! You're missing the point. I'm not accusing her. I'm saying we need to get her down here as a witness. Because of whatever reason, Ai-chan insists on speaking on her behalf. But Ai-chan, it's over. We have to get Setsuna-chan herself to testify. Or do you secretly have some ulterior motive for preventing Setsuna-chan from testifying?
Oh my gosh, yes, he cracked your lollipop, holy crap.
Ai-san, what in the world is going on? Just let Setsuna-san testify on her own. Hang on! Setsu can't testify today. And what about tomorrow? There should be nothing preventing her from testifying then, right? This is a first. I'm pleasantly surprised. Normally, I throw out some snide remark, but this time I wholeheartedly agree with the defense. Huh? But I'm your witness! You can have another lollipop? Since when? Unfortunately, witness, you're wrong. I wasn't the one who called you up. The defense did. I will not allow my victory to be tainted by a deceptive witness. Quit hiding Yuki Setsuna and let her testify on her own. Taya-san, she's agreeing with me? Oh my god! I really am getting popular with all the ladies. Your Honor, the defense requests that the trial be postponed until tomorrow. We need to gather more information and witnesses. From the potential witnesses being separated, to concerns of hearsay, to the fact that we still don't know why Setsuna-chan left the practice room. As of now, we believe we've only scratched the surface of this case. Yes, perhaps you're right. The trial cannot go on like this. It looks like Setsuna-san will have to testify after all. That'd only be just. Court will be adjourned for the day. Both sides shall investigate the case further, and I'll subpoena Setsuna-san for tomorrow's trial. I'm sorry. Took this court long enough. What a disastrous trial!
Yeah, I know, Daya. I know. 12 fucking losses. That is fucking humiliating for me. And potentially could be... You know what? I'll just save it for the end of the episode.
If I see another witness hiding like a coward tomorrow, I'm going to flip my lid. You hear me? Oh my. Awfully harsh, don't you think? Hardly. At least you haven't let me down. If only we could have had more than one school council president at this school, maybe this trial wouldn't have been such a catastrophe. Poor Hai-chan and Setsuna-chan. Daya-san's really laying it on into them. I'm thinking I should repay Ai for sticking up for me earlier and spare those two from any more of Daya-san's wrath. Hey, instead of ranting about Ai-chan and Setsuna-chan anymore, let's all just go. We need to continue our investigations, right, Daya-san? I suppose you're right. You've impressed me today, Takasaki Yu-san. You really screwed up like 12 times, 12 game overs. That's gotta be a marvel. That's gotta be literally impossible. I cannot wait for Recollect to hear about this bullshit. Keep it up! We'll reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned. Everyone get the fuck out for the time being. I need to change to my sit-down outfit and shit. It is my fault. I should never have played judge today to begin with. Setsuna-chan, it's okay.
Oh gosh, yeah, wow, so that's what she looks like. Why am I not surprised? Okay, I kinda like change her voice too.
It's just, I really like being a judge, you know? I should have known this kind of thing would have happened. I was a witness, but I thought I could play it off as if Ai-chan handled the testimonies and I acted neutral. Maybe I just missed those days when I was student council president. Being the judge makes me feel like I'm in charge again, but that's just me being selfish. Well, that's just because you have a strong sense of justice. You're like one of those characters in the anime you like. Yuki Setsuna, warrior of justice. Thanks. You're right, though. I got to testify myself. No more hiding. That's more like it, Setsuna-chan. Come on, repeat after me. I, Yuki Setsuna, am a warrior of justice. Hooray! Setsuna-chan, we'll see you in our investigations later, okay? The only question I have now is, what were you hiding? Why didn't Ai-chan want you to testify? Could it be that you were the one who printed the tickets?
No, that would be too obvious. I actually think it's either I or Shioriko.
I think you should see for yourself. It's up to you to decide to do with what you find out. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll see you two around. Get the fuck out of my courtroom! Okay, Setsuna, you didn't have to say that twice!
Episode 2, Investigation of a Turnaround to be continued. What would you like to say at the game? Please. Please. Fucking please. Get me out of this. Oh, shoot. Okay, guys, I think this is a perfect time to end this episode off. I honestly thought it was going to get better, but it actually got worse. Like, okay, I have some honest things I want to say about Crackle like that. I'll speak to them in private, but I'm gonna say this in this video too. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm not liking about this game so far. And I know this is gonna be a normie take for an Ace Attorney. This might be a thing, this might have been a staple for Ace Attorney games. And Ace Attorney fans might not have a problem with this, but I have a huge problem with this. Like, these two things, actually. I don't know if the second is gonna be, is a thing in the games, but I'm gonna just say those two things here. One, the fact that your health pool, there's no way to regenerate your health at all during these trials. I get it. There's probably like 3 to 4 sessions that you have to go through, and that will like kind of defeat the purpose if you can like regenerate your health. It'll kind of like defeat the, you know, the real intensity of like trying to get these answers right. But I'm gonna be honest, I fucking hate the fact that I can't regenerate my health, or there's no way I can just like, you know, have my health return to full after each session or something. That like all of them share the same health for some reason. Even though all of them are so complicated and very difficult to follow, at least for me. So it really just makes these cases just so difficult. Difficult as in, like, I would get it if it's the case that, like, if I miss it one time, then it's like, whatever, I can, like, get through it. Second time, concerning. The third time, though, that is when the trials get difficult for me. I can't regenerate the health. That means each session I have 2 tries before I get kicked back into the title screen. And that's really, really gonna cause me to, like, fail a lot of times in these trials, when I probably would have, like, you know, gotten them if I had full health or something. That's why I've had like 12 failed attempts in total throughout this trial. And the total number in this section is actually 9 failed attempts. At least, I think that's the math. I've been trying to keep track of it all. And that's the amount I failed in this entire episode. 9 times. And that was all from me calmly thinking about things and trying to come up with my deductions. All of them eventually just becoming so incorrect. And most of them due to the fact that I just don't notice certain things. Or the fact that, like, it feels like I should have been able to, like... Okay, hold on. Let me talk about this real quick. Okay, so I mentioned the health thing. That's one. The second thing that is my biggest problem with this game, and I think it might be a problem with the other Ace Attorney games, but if this isn't a problem with the Ace Attorney games, it is this game specifically. Why the fuck do I get kicked back to the title screen at each failed attempt? The reason why this is a problem is because in those many instances where I went immediately back into the trial after I save, I have 40 health, which means 2 tries and I fail again. Why the fuck is it designed like that? That just makes things difficult for no reason. I would be fine with it if my health was replenished after I get back into it. But for some reason, my health is still at the same state it was when I began the section. It was still at 2 tries and I failed for some stupid reason. And that makes the trial more frustrating than it needs to be. It's just frustration that I feel like shouldn't even be there. It's not that I'm just a casual that I just want the thing to be easy. No, it just feels like it's just an obvious problem that any developer would fix, in my opinion, if it was ever pointed out to them. And I don't know if Cracker might disagree with me. They might disagree with me on this, but I feel like, you know, kicking us back into the title screen and us returning to low health for each section is a bad thing and makes the trials harder than they need to be. Now that I got all that out of the way, I need to just explain this real quick. Like, that last section about the picture and how apparently the fucking towel was important in all this. I had a feeling that, it was something to that testimony. I just didn't know it was the picture because I didn't notice the towel. And it annoys me because none of the characters pointed it out to me. there was never an instance where I would notice a towel there and be like, huh, there's a weird towel there. Why is there a towel there? Like, we didn't notice it. I thought it was, like, part of the fucking computer that I already checked, so whatever. It's just one of those things I was like, really? Really? It's another, like, a small detail that I missed, and, like, that was what was screwing me over. But the thing is that wasn't even the hardest part of it all. It's the part where, like, Shioriko, no, Aisan. It was Aisan's that annoyed me the most, because I didn't know I could present people in these trials. I feel like that should have been, like, pointed out to me or something, like, oh, we can, like, present a person and such, and that would counter their statements. Problem with that is, and I know it is a thing, it might be a thing in the Ace Attorney games. I know that might be a thing that we do in Ace Attorney games, but if that's the case, I have to say, that's stupid. Because, like, one, I understand this is a fan game, so obviously I should know this if I played the other Ace Attorney games. But let me explain something I feel like you might disagree with me on, but this is my stance on this. I feel like you should have done it the way the Great Ace Attorney did. I watched Nikube's playthrough of it, and so far, not once did they use the people as evidence against a claim. Not once. I feel like it may be the reason why I'm having so much difficulty with this game, because I actually just liked the Great Ace Attorney. I actually liked those games. You know, watching Nikube's playthroughs of them, I liked the story of those games, and that might be why I'm having no trouble with this, because I'm approaching this game with that game in mind. However, I feel like the people being part of the evidence is not a good idea. I don't know. I feel like I won't be able to tell if I'm supposed to show the people or the evidence in my court records. That might screw me up way more than I would like. And that makes me really worried, because I feel like this game is going to get harder and harder and harder. Meanwhile, at the second trial, which should be mildly easy, is already hard. And I feel like that's going to lead to an awful experience, in my opinion. For me, at least. I don't hate this trial. I didn't hate this section. I was just a little bit frustrated. Like, I was silently frustrated at the fact that it took me 3 whole hours to get through this, when it should have been an hour and a half at the least. 2 hours at most. But it took me 3 hours because of how difficult those testimonies were. Like, I knew something was off those testimonies. I just didn't know certain things, and it just screwed me over. And I know I'm blaming myself a lot for this. I don't want to blame Crackalack for this. It's just that this game should not be as hard as it is, but it really is. That's what I honestly will say this to Crackalack too. This game is hard. This game is honestly hard. And I feel like it would be hard for even an Ace Attorney fan. I think. Unless everyone who played this game didn't have a single problem with it. If that's the case, then maybe it is a big problem. But anyways, we'll have to save all of that for the next episode. I know, there's going to be a next episode, because I need to get through this trial, and hopefully by then, things will get fixed, but I don't know. Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed this episode of Gyakuten Live. If you did and would like to see more, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down in the comment section. One last thing, I would like to thank Crackalack for providing me for the thumbnails for this episode. I forgot to actually mention that at the beginning of the episode, but yeah, I'm gonna mention it now. Thanks, Crackalack, for the thumbnails, and thank you for allowing me to play this game. I'm still gonna play this game, by the way, even if I have to struggle through all of it. And be sure to subscribe to Crackalack's channel and Twitter and everything. I'm sorry, I'm too tired to really put in every single link. All the links are in the description and all that. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired, guys. I'm sorry. I can't even do the outro properly. And if you have not already, I would like for you to leave a subscribe. That would make me a very happy person. And I promise you all that this Therian will be around for the next episode. Until we meet again, guys, I bid you all a fond farewell.